Hello, my name is Kristi, and I feel like I've been locked down in the basement for way too long. I feel like I have a story to tell and share my experiences, my knowledge, my observations, etc. with other people. I'm interested in people's opinions. I like to learn and exchange information, etc. And that forced me to be with you here today and share with you my little story, because I believe that a lot of people can relate.
I need a scarecrow after what you did, 'cause all of the birds know that I'm almost dead. I'm barely breathing, I'm barely awake. You left me in pieces, there's no more to break. Don't wake me up.
I'm a girl growing up in Czech Republic, but now I live in Australia. I'm a girl who started my own business quite young, but I never really been an employee except times when I was in Australia and I needed it for my visa or whatever the case might be. But I will start from the scratch. I grew up in Czech Republic in a city called Brno. It's the second biggest city, so it was pretty busy. Went to school and I did a whole bunch of hobbies. My grandma didn't like to let me go to do things with my friends when I was younger, and so the only way how I could leave the house was spending time doing hobbies. So I signed up for instrument, the ballet, and I was doing crafties and whatever. I was every day having some kind of hobby to leave the house. However, by the age of 15, when I was leaving my primary school and I was going to a high school, I developed quite heaps of skills, what was really useful. And the director of the primary school said, "Hey Kristi, you do so many things, you're so talented, go and check this lady, she has a film modeling agency and maybe you'll be lucky, maybe she'll give you some job or some opportunity." So I went there and I was successful and I got in right away. And I started working for this agency. It was a film / modeling, but more of a film comparse kind of agency. Anyway, they've been providing extras basically for movies, for TV shows. They was looking for just talents and pretty girls. We did some Miss competitions, beauty contests, whatever. Anyway, I started working there for about 4 years, and I really enjoyed that. And I was just like, damn, I enjoyed the modeling, and it was good gigs, and I was on stage in cool clothes, and I got some makeup out of it and some money. It was fun. But I was also helping organizing castings, and later on during those last 2 years we've been signing up people and taking videos of them, and we've been really handy. And also we created like a group. We've been doing our own projects and videos, etc. At the same time I was acting in a theater, and basically I was flat out in my high school. I had to half time spend the time basically studying my hospitality, and on the other hand I was racing every day after school. I was learning texts for the theater on my breaks in school, and then I was flying straight there, and until 9 I was basically performing in a theater or learning the script and learning the whole performance, so I was pretty busy from the scratch. However, at the end of my high school I finished and I was looking for some kind of opportunities, kind of signed up for uni, but I knew that's nowhere I'm heading because I was reading Kiyosaki book when I was 15, and I knew that being employee is nothing I would be interested in. I'm very just adventurous, and I wanted to do my own stuff and live on my own terms, and maybe having a passive income, or maybe do something I enjoy, or maybe both. And so I finished my high school and I became self-employed. Now in Czech Republic, being self-employed is not easy because you need to pay social insurance and health insurance, and it's like 4,000 Czech. I'm not sure how much is it in Australian dollars or whatever. However, it was risky. And I was young. I just finished high school. I was 19, and I met these cool people, and I got into like finance, and for a couple of years I was going to like cool summits and partying and just being a rich kid and running around. Even though I wasn't really making any money, I was just learning about business and about finance, and in general just enjoying my time with the rich kids, even though I wasn't, but that's not important. However, I did learn so much, and by the time 2 years went past, I said I got enough. I'm not very good at paperwork, and I wanted to do something different, and so I started my own agency. It's like bang. And my mom, again, she said, oh, you will end up in a jail with the finance problems, and you won't be able to pay the insurances and whatever. So I signed up for uni, basically majority because I didn't want to pay taxes. So I pretended I'm a student and I started my own business. I was an employee for the first year. I was doing 6 hours as an employee, and I used the rest of the time basically to be building my website, etc. because I enjoy modeling, and I had heaps of really good looking girlfriends, and I thought, let's give it a crack. And so first of all, I wanted to do something film-ish or TV-ish, and then I was just like, I got so many clients really at the start interested into my girls doing modeling that I dropped the whole idea about filming and I focused on the modeling. I was pretty much doing it in Brno, and then later on it became like a whole country agency, and I was running around city to city and doing cool stuff with my girls. But then I met my partner. He was from Netherlands, and he had businesses all over the globe, and so he introduced me to some people, and he took me to like Automechanika Expo in Germany, etc., and got me in touch with some cool people. Also, people at the place did like me, and so I got more business out of it. I ended up pretty much traveling with girls in 8 different countries in Europe, and it was pretty colorful, and we were doing a lot of fun things like a golf and like stage giving prizes to the best employees and stuff, to just giving flyers on the street, to really modeling and fashion shows and all that. I was firstly just providing girls, but later on I started organizing things and my own photo shoots, and I was employing makeup artists and photographers to do the work for me because I had no clue what to do. But because later on as it went, I basically got to the stage where sometimes people canceled last minute, etc. And so I organized the event, everybody rocked up, and no photographer. So I've been forced to be able to replace every single person in my team. If anybody cancels, if anybody gets sick, whatever, I had to be able to step in and do the work for every single one of them. So I did learn some kind of makeup, I did learn some photos, nothing much at that time. I didn't have a professional camera yet, so I was doing my best just with like a basics. But it was working well. And I started feeling like I'm young, I'm in Czech Republic, I'm not really moving anywhere, I'm getting more clients and like spreading in like Europe. But I was more interested into travel and really see the world and like go different places. And that's what I did lately, that I left Czech Republic and I came to Australia. The start to be here wasn't easy at all. You know, I came to travel and I saw a lot of beautiful places. I visited Queensland first, then I went back to Czech Republic, and I fell in love totally with the country, and I had a buzzy feeling like that's it, I can't live anywhere else anymore. It was the sun and the beach and people just being really nice, and I realized that I am not really happy in Czech Republic, even though I had a really cool job and I had the most beautiful girls running around in all Europe, and a lot of people would dream of that lifestyle. However, I wasn't happy. I don't know, was the mindset of the people, or was it the country? No ocean and concrete. I love nature, and so I was really excited to be coming here. And it took me some time to figure out how am I going to stay in the country. It took me actually 7 years to become Australian resident. It just happened recently, and it's been a long journey. I was going through a whole bunch of different visas, and for like the first 3 years, I believe, I wasn't able to do my hobbies or my genuinely business, because I had to go through a travel visa to start with, then I went to study visa, and it was so expensive. I had to be studying half a day and then working another half a day to be able to cover the expenses for the school. I believe 4 months, including 2 months of holidays, so in total 6 months of being in Australia as a student cost me $7,500. It was for Czech people like 100,000 million, whatever, heaps of money. And so I had my partner in Australia to support me. However, I wasn't able to buy myself anything. I was just literally working and saved the money to put it out for my visas. So from study visa, I got sponsorship, so I was working in a pub for some time. I didn't really like it. It was destroying me physically and mentally. And so I get out from there and I started doing back what I did love. But because I didn't really have any experience except helping here and there with the girls getting ready for the photo shoots, I flew back to Czech Republic. I took a course in Prague, and there I learned my makeup skills. And then I flew back. Of course, before I went to Prague to study, I was actually practicing on my friends back home. And once I came back, I got my certificate and I started my makeup business. And soon I realized that I was doing makeup pretty okay, but I wanted to capture it and I was kind of missing that camera. So in a couple months I started also taking photos. I bought a professional camera for the very first time and I started learning. It's now about 4 years since I started doing it full time. I learned very quickly. I was having my business in about a couple months, including website, including clients. You know, I go out there and I was like, first 2 weeks or first month, I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna put my name out there and said, hey, I'm Kristy, I'm new in town, I'm doing this, and I would like to take photos for you for free. And I put there to like 14 people probably to have the capacity to get some experience and portfolio. So I got 14 people in and we done the photo shoot and I got some portfolio, some experience. I was just like, okay, so now I have some kind of a base. And then I started charging money, and I was charging laughable money, but it was helping me to cover my expenses and I was still learning. So I was doing small packages for people and shooting them, but I really wanted to learn and I really wanted to kind of help myself to cover my expenses. I was also having a part-time job still, a few hours a week, like 4 days a week, few hours to cover my expenses, and then I had extra time for learning the photography. So that's how I started pretty much my business. It's always great to just get less hours at your work if you want to transfer from being a employee to a photographer or any kind of hobby business that you would like to have a living from. And then once it shifts and you have heaps of clients, then you can leave the job completely, but for a while you'll be struggling and you'll be kind of swimming, trying to stay above the water, but it's totally worth it, and I recommend it to everybody to follow your dreams. And if you feel very passionate about something, that's what you're meant to do. That's how I feel so much about my journey, because as soon as I came to Australia, I had just like the heartbeat and I couldn't breathe for minutes, just seeing the beauty and the nature and the people and the lifestyle. I was blown away coming from Czech Republic to such a country, and I really fell in love with it, and the same feeling like I had when I got my camera in hand, and I knew that it is it. It recently also happened with my new partner. And when you follow your gut and you listen your heart, you will find what you've been born for. And so once you're really excited about what you do, you don't want to do anything else. I've done a lot of jobs before. I was truck driver underground in a mine, the gold mine in Australia as well, just recently. I was working in hospitality when I was getting my visas and everything, and I just felt like wasted, and I felt like I am not following my path for what I was born for. And I really am happy and lucky to be able to follow my dreams and do what I love. And also I was thinking about creating a course for photography, or just genuinely how to go from the employee side to the self-employee step by step. So if you would be interested in anything like it, please let me know down in the comments. I hope I didn't bore you so much. If you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe, because I will be sharing stories more often now. you'll see me more on my YouTube channel. And so I want to share with you what I do with my models. I want to share with you my work I do, and I would love to see your faces more often. So have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for your attention, and see you soon.